So we have a fun one here. I have 9-6 of diamonds in the big blind. The small blind raises up to 150, and I flat call here to play this pot in position. So we go heads up to a flop, which comes 8-7 deuce rainbow with one diamond, giving us an open ender plus a backdoor flush draw. So really nice flop to see when I'm playing the 9-6 here. He continues for $2, and I think this board just hits my range way more than it does his. He has a lot of air. He has a lot of ace highs um, here, and my range just is favored on this board as the big blind caller, and just because of the fact that we have so much equity, I decide to put in a raise here. So I raise it up to $6, 3x his bet, and he makes the call. So now I'm thinking that he could have some sort of suited Broadway with a backdoor flush draw right now, or he also could have any overpair. So looking to either improve or see some turn cards that we can either fire at or give us a little bit more equity. The turn brings us the six of clubs, so it's a full rainbow board, but now we have a pair to go along with our straight draw. The initial raiser checks to me, and I want to definitely keep my foot on the gas here. Continue betting now that we just picked up a little more equity. We could have very well just turned the best hand if he was floating me with suited Broadway. And also, I could have just hit the straight if I was raising with 9-10, which is definitely a hand that I would raise there on the flop. So, to continue telling the story, kind of semi-bluff here, I fire out a bet of $9, and the initial raiser calls. So now we're really looking to improve here or to get a river card that we could fire at, thinking that his range pretty much consists of overpairs, maybe some eights, maybe some two pairs, but I think really overpairs like tens or jacks are really within that range that we're behind, but have a lot of equity here going into the river. Now the river comes the ace of clubs, and the initial raiser checks to me, and I actually think that this ace is a good card for us to bluff on, thinking that his range really consists of a lot of middling overpairs, tens and jacks, maybe queens, but I don't really think that he floats all the way to this river with an ace unless he has a hand like ace 8 suited, ace 7 suited. Um, I don't think he gets here with any suited broadways that contain an ace. I think really his range consists of overpairs to the board on the turn, as well as any pairs or two pairs on the flop and turn. Since I block these straights with the 9, and because I think this ace is a good card for me to represent, and just because of the fact that I raised the flop and then fired big on the turn, I want to definitely continue betting here, turn this hand into a bluff. I don't think my 6 is good enough at showdown, and I don't think he's going to call many bets. Since I've been showing so much strength, I could have any set. I could have the straight with 5-9 or 9-10. And I don't think he's really going to call off if he has a hand like jacks or tens, now with that ace being a scare card as well. So I decide to just jam it here. I think that seemed in my mind that that was the best option, thinking that he's not really going to call any jams unless he has some sort of trapped hand, or if he just rivered a set of aces, but I think he would probably lead out to me anyway. So I jam it here, trying to get kings and below to fold, and any pairs and maybe two pairs on the flop and turn. He thinks about it for a really long time, and I'm sweating a little bit, but he ends up making the fold. So we got a nice bluff through here with the 9-6, and we scoop a nice one.